Now, Germany says it will continue to investigate the behavior of Thailand's King Maha Vajiralongkorn when he's in the European country, warning that there will be immediate consequences if it finds anything illegal.
Well, last night, thousands of protesters marched to the German embassy in Bangkok to ask for a probe of the Thai king's activities in Germany, where he spends much of his time.
Anti-monarchy and anti-government protests have been gathering pace across Thailand, with Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha ignoring demands for him to resign.
Let's find out the latest from our Indo-China Bureau Chief Tan Hui-yi, who joins us from Bangkok. Hui-yi, both royalists and pro-democracy supporters rallying at the German embassy in Bangkok yesterday. How has Germany responded to pressures from both sides?
Well, yesterday we saw a few dozen royalists at the German embassy essentially telling Germany not to get involved in Thai politics. Then at night we saw thousands of protesters turn up. They asked Berlin to clarify if King Vajiralongkorn conducted politics on German soil. Now, if this has indeed taken place, it is illegal. Germany's Foreign Minister Heiko Maas has said as much. Yesterday, he also revealed that Germany is monitoring this and that there will be immediate consequences if such illegal activity is unveiled. Now, this is a very grey area because the king owns a home in Germany and lives there for much of the year. At the same time, he has been consolidating power in Thailand to the point which demonstrators argue has breached the constitution. With the growing momentum of these protests, I expect Germany to face more pressure to further explain its actions on this matter.
When the monarchy feels threatened, the state has responded with violence, as we see in turmoil in the 70s, 90s and even in the 2010. Royalists are mustering supporters to demonstrate their loyalty to the monarchy. Do you expect confrontation or even violence?
Now, that's going to be the unpredictable part. On the one hand, the messages being posted by some royalists online have alluded to violence. They say that all Thais should love the monarchy, and the implicit message is that Thais who don't love the monarchy do not belong to the country. The students are well aware of this talk. One of the students rallying outside the German embassy yesterday, for example, held up this sign saying, "We don't want to be the next refugees." On the other hand, so far, both sides have largely avoided rallying at the same places, and if they do, they gather at different times. So that reduces the risk of confrontation. Except for some scuffles, the protests have largely been peaceful. But of course, these things could change in an instant.
Right, good point. So Hui-yi, the extraordinary parliamentary session will end tonight. What do you expect it to achieve actually?
Very little. This was a general debate with no vote. It was built as a way to discuss possible solutions to the crisis, but it's been used by some senators and MPs to condemn the demonstrators. The opposition says it wants Mr. Prayut to resign, but he has said he will not. Some lawmakers have made appeals about listening harder to the voices of the younger generation, and also some suggestions have been made about creating platforms for the expression of different political views. But I don't see any serious developments on this front. What the students want are mostly things that will take a long time to achieve. Amending the constitution, for example, will take years. And monarchy reform will be even harder given the stiff opposition from large segments of Thai society.
Well, thank you so much, Hui, for the updates. Stay safe in Bangkok. That was Indo-China Bureau Chief for the Straits Times, Tan Hui.